Alright, so I'm just doing another update on the tank. So I got both of these guys set up together now, both on the same brackets. Pretty cool. I'm only running them at about 25% during the daytime. And I'm only running them from about 11 o'clock in the morning till 7 or 8 at night, I believe. And that's ramping down to 8 at night, and the ramp up starts at 11 as well. So not running them too high. I don't want them to grow too much algae, but I've been cycling this tank for the last week without the lights on. So I had my ammonia up to 2 ppms, and it's down to 0. So I just added some more, and I'm gonna test it again soon to make sure that it's back up to 2 ppms. And if it goes back down again, then I'll go get some fish and stuff. But until then, I'm not gonna add anything else. Other things that I've added to the tank, don't know if I had it in my last video. I know I got the skimmer, ghost skimmer here. I don't know how it's working yet because I don't really have any detritus in my tank yet. I have a heater back here too. That's the Aqueon Pro. I think it's 150 watts. Yep. And yeah, so I did a lot of research online, and I couldn't find anything saying that you really needed to have your lights on during cycling. And since I'm adding ammonia, I don't have to have the dead algae in there to actually create the ammonia. So there's really no need for it. Only thing I was worried about was some of this coralline dying, but it seems okay. But this week I'm gonna run it with the lights on. Only at 25%, not very high, but that's for two lights. So each of them is at 25%, which would be equivalent to running one at 50%. And one light could actually do this whole tank worth of area. It's just because it's so long, I needed to. Otherwise, I would get some dark spots on the sides over here. My tank temperature, I normally run about 80 degrees. It's about 79.9 right now. That's good. I find that's a good balance between what the fish and the corals like. Some people say that corals like it around like 82 degrees, and fish like a little bit cooler. So I think 80 degrees is fine. Salinity is just 1.024. Although I did some research and I saw that people were saying that you should lower your salinity if you're just doing fish. I might lower it temporarily when I start introducing my fish, and then slowly bring the salinity back up as I start to add corals. For plants or fish, I know I'm going to get 2 clowns in here. Don't know what else I'm going to get. Still waiting for the algae to break out though, so when it does, I'll get my cleanup crew. But until then, when I get my fish, I'll probably just get like 1 or 2 hermit crabs and maybe a turbo, unless I have a lot of algae. A little bit of cable management down here in the bottom. So I got some of these 3M hooks. They're actually really good. So all my wires come down here and down beneath this 3M hook. So that's my drip loop there, just in case anything comes in here. And then they come back up to this one and then plug into my surge protector right here. And yep. So I got the drip loop there. And this thing right here, it also comes up a little bit, so if water does come down, it won't be able to get back up into this guy either. So that's good too. Still, I need to get a auto top off. So trying to figure out where I'm probably gonna mount it on this side somewhere. So I have to move the wire over here. And it's just random stuff that I have for the tank. Alright. These things can be a little finicky sometimes. But other than that, tank's doing fine. Like I said, it already got rid of 2 ppms of ammonia in less than a week, which is it's pretty good. But that is also because I added some nitrifying bacteria to that as well. So I added Dr. Tim's One and Only to this, and also probably because of the live rock. I have about 15 pounds of live rock and about 40 pounds of live sand as well. So I'm sure all that's helping the bacteria grow as well. Remember, it's always important to have a deep sand bed. You want at least an inch. I've heard some people say like 2-3 inches is good too, but I think that'll look kind of weird in here. But this is about an inch and a half, maybe an inch and a half. So it's pretty good. And yeah, that's about it. I might put up a review later about these Aqua Illumination primes. They are pretty cool. I like them. I have the other mount, the flex arm mount. These ones, people complain because they're a little bit wobbly up here, but I mean, I don't plan on touching them very much, so it's not really a problem for me. But I think they look really slick, and for the price of $200 each, that's a bargain. Like, it's hard to say no to that. That you can get a whole light fixture like that. Looks that clean and connects to Wi-Fi, and is programmable. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, this is the Innovative Marine 30L, just in case anyone's curious as well. And I'll probably make another update next week to see what's going on. Alright, later.